Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mukhar Kodash, that belongs to the apostles and elders of GMS that teach us His word. And Shalom unto the hopeful elect upon the four corners of this earth that try to make it up out of here. So, this lesson that I wanted to bring out was going to be about doing the things that you learn. If you learn something in this truth, try to exercise what you learn. Don't just hear something. Don't just hear a new piece of information or advice from a brethren or a scripture in the Bible telling you how to carry yourself, and you read that or you hear that information, and then it just goes out the other ear. No, take that information and think on it, dwell on it, and then try to exercise that information. James chapter 1 verse 22 says, "But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in glass. For he beholdeth himself, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was." So, yeah, right there is you can't just hear this word and think you're good because you're around the word or you're hearing this truth. No, you gotta do it as well. But this also goes within people who are in this truth, and they are making lessons and going out on the highways. But it's more than just that. It's also you're refining yourself as well. So you can't be hearers of this word in the aspect of hearing different ways that you could sharpen your own sword or better yourself in any way at all. You're supposed to take those tips, that advice, and you're supposed to listen to that and try to make yourself better. If a person is giving you advice or is giving you some type of help with yourself or anything that you do, try to hear that out and see what you can do to better yourself in that aspect. Try to actually listen. Don't listen for the time being and then forget about it 10 minutes later. No, you're supposed to, if you're truly listening to a person, if you're truly reading these scriptures and trying to be better, you're going to actually retain that information. And so you're going to try to become better off of it. Here I get Philippians chapter 4 verse 9. It says, "These things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the most high of peace shall be with you." So you're saying those things which you have learned and received and heard and seen in them, do. You're supposed to do these things, because then the Most High is going to see that you're actually trying to be better. He's going to see that you're actually trying to he's going to see that you're actually trying to be the most perfect man of the Lord that you can be. Because it's like in class, if you're working on a new unit in school, and the teacher is telling y'all and you're grasping the unit itself, you're grasping the overall knowledge of how to do this thing, but the teacher is telling you an easier way to do it, a more efficient way to do it, something along the lines of that, and you're not listening, or you're not listening to his teacher, and they're telling you an easier way to go about something, then you're making things harder for yourself. You're supposed to listen to that kind of reproof. It's not even a heavy reproof or a heavy rebuke. It's just somebody can be genuinely just trying to make you better in a certain area, and you gotta listen to that and try to carry that out. If you're learning something from somebody, try to carry that out into your everyday life. Even if you do listen to a person and you do receive it, make sure that you're carrying that out in your everyday life. because that's what the truth is all about. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Here I'll get 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 16. That's how I put Tom. Slovakia. 2 Timothy 3:16 says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. So all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and it says one of the things is for instruction in righteousness. So you're supposed to go to these scriptures, or use these scriptures when trying to help someone, because it gives someone instruction in righteousness. It gives someone that blueprint on how to carry themselves, or how to be better in these scriptures, or as a man of the Lord in general. Verse 17 says that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. So you don't wanna hear something and not furnish yourself unto those good works that this person is telling you. No, you wanna thoroughly furnish yourself into what you learn. How do you think you got into this? For people who are in this truth, or for people who are trying to get into this truth, how do you think you get to that point? What we I personally listen to the people who are in the truth around me. I listen to the apostles, and I did what I learned. I did what I learned, and I got to this point. And I'm sure I can speak for a lot of other brothers, that they listened to the apostles when they first got into this truth. They listened to the apostles and elders and watched their videos, and learned from them, and did what they said. Did what the apostles told them to do, to get up and go up on the highways. Any videos the apostles made about bettering themselves as people, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get up and learn from what you're hearing. Learn from what you're hearing, and try to make yourself a better person off of it. Learn from what you're hearing and actually exercise it. That you're not supposed to just hear this truth and then go about your day. No, these are holy words in the scripture here. The Most High didn't just have this Bible made so that we could hear it or read it, and then not furnish yourself with it. No, you're supposed to read and hear these scriptures, and you're supposed to carry yourself with that in mind, or better yourself with that in mind. That's the goal. So hey, with that being said, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem B'chak V'dash, and hey, Shalom.